What's good, YouTube? It's your boy, Blue Blood Sports TV, back at y'all with another one. So, we got some new news. 8th Division, legendary, world champion, iconic Filipino superstar boxer, Manny Pacquiao, will not be facing off against undefeated rising lightweight Mexican superstar title contender King Ryan Garcia. Ryan Garcia and his team, Oscar De La Hoya, former Olympic gold medalist, former 5 Division world champion, Hall of Famer, turned promoter of Golden Boy Promotions, who promotes Ryan Garcia, they have decided to walk away from the negotiations for a plethora of reasons. Manny Pacquiao obviously wants too much money for this fight. They don't like the possible outcome of this fight. So they're saying that they're going to hold off on Ryan Garcia's dream of fighting Manny Pacquiao to a later date. The fight was scheduled to take place April 24th. Unfortunately for Manny Pacquiao, he has now been stripped of his WBA welterweight championship title due to the fact of inactivity and the fact that the two options he wanted coming back since defeating former unified WBC WBA welterweight world champion superstar boxer Keith one-time Thurman back in July of 2019 to pick up the WBA strap, he's been inactive, and his two possible opponents coming back were UFC legendary iconic superstar Conor McGregor, and his second option, most people thought would be 4 Division world champion Mexican superstar boxer Mikey Garcia. But no, he chose to go in the direction of Ryan Garcia. So the WBA then informed Manny Pacquiao. Prior to this, they informed Manny Pacquiao that if he indeed proceeded forward with facing a crossover sport showdown with Conor McGregor that didn't reflect on their ranking system, somebody in the top 10 in their ranking system, that they would indeed strip him of the title. With that said, Manny Pacquiao then decided to fight a 135-pounder in an exhibition, and then Ryan Garcia stated, well, it won't be an exhibition, it'll be a real fight. And the WBA wasn't on board with this, as they wanted him to face somebody in the top 10 ranking system of their sanction body. And so they decided to put him in champion recess, a.k.a. we're stripping you of the belt until further notice. So now Manny Pacquiao has lost that sanction body. He lost his belt. And now he's lost the Ryan Garcia fight. And not to mention, he lost the Conor McGregor fight. So Manny Pacquiao essentially is misjudging his future. Manny Pacquiao thought he was going to fight Conor McGregor. Conor McGregor then was knocked out in his fight against Dustin Poirier in a rematch in the second round, his fight in dramatic fashion. And now he was stripped of the WBA, and now Ryan Garcia has decided to pull away. So essentially, this has been a long week for Manny Pacquiao. Now we know Yordenis Ugas, who was the regular WBA welterweight champion, has been elevated to super WBA champion. So now Yordenis Ugas essentially is going into a unification bout against undefeated unified WBC, WBA welterweight world champion superstar boxer Earl of True Spence Jr. in his next fight for 3 belts. So where does this leave Manny Pacquiao? Possibly now Manny Pacquiao is going to indeed go in the direction of fighting Mikey Garcia. That's more than likely the direction that Manny Pacquiao is going to go in at this point in time. Because now he's lost the Ryan Garcia fight. He showed no interest, little to no interest in wanting to fight 3 Division world champion, undefeated superstar WBO welterweight world champion Terrence Bud Crawford. Errol Spence is going to fight Yordenis Ugas in a unification bout, because now Errol Spence has no reason outside of the fact that Manny Pacquiao is a legend and it's a huge pay-per-view event, but he doesn't have any implications. There's no belt on the line. He could have came back, stated that he wanted to fight Mikey Garcia, who is number 4 in the WBA ranking system, and then go and fight Errol Spence in a unification bout and make the same amount of money in both those fights as he would have made fighting Ryan Garcia. So now he's left on the shelf with no plan B. And Ryan Garcia as well. Because now Ryan Garcia more than likely is going to fight Jorge Linares in his next fight when he had the option to have a massive showdown with undefeated two-division world champion who currently is the WBA 130, 135 pound champion simultaneously, Gervonta Tank Davis, superstar boxer. But he walked away from that. And if you're Gervonta Tank Davis, you don't revisit the negotiations with Ryan Garcia. You let it be. Because he left you at the altar, now you do the same. Then Ryan Garcia is the mandatory now, after his fight with Olympic gold medalist, British superstar lightweight title contender Luke Campbell, which was an exciting fight because he was floored in the second round, got up and stopped Luke Campbell with a left hook to the liver in the 7th round to stop him. And he did so for the WBC mandatory position to fight undefeated WBC lightweight world champion superstar boxer Devin the Dream Haney. But instead, he chose to go the route of fighting Manny Pacquiao. And one can understand the opportunity to fight Manny Pacquiao, who is a legend, who represents a huge payday. It's understandable. But now your team has decided, well, Manny Pacquiao is going to cost too much. Manny Pacquiao represents a huge risk for your career moving forward. And we don't know where we want to, if that's the direction we want to go in. So where does that leave Ryan Garcia? Jorge Linares is the best possible option. And now he's trying to negotiate a fight with Devin Haney's mandatory challenger, Javier Fortuna. So now he's looking to fight Javier Fortuna, who's Devin Haney's mandatory challenger. Excuse me. So right now, Ryan Garcia is just trying to cause waves. You understand? He's going around causing confusion at this point in time with no clear direction. So now Manny Pacquiao is left on the shelf. Devin Haney seemed to be on the verge of fighting Javier Fortuna April 2nd. I'm sure Devin Haney will decide to fight Ryan Garcia if that was indeed the opportunity that presents itself, because Devin Haney's just simply looking to fight the best. But if I'm Devin Haney, I leave Ryan Garcia at the altar just like he left me. He became the mandatory challenger for your title, and he's deciding to go in every other direction but your direction. But it is still a big fight for Devin Haney. It's a big opportunity for Devin Haney to get what is considered a quote-unquote credible name, a more credible name on his resume. But if you're Gervonta Tank Davis, you call all of the shots. You are the cash cow in and around this division. So if you're Gervonta Tank Davis, you leave it alone. You have other options, plenty other options. Joseph Jojo Diaz should be the next option for Gervonta Tank Davis. They should wait to the outcome of Joseph Diaz's next fight and then fight Joseph Jojo Diaz in a unification bout. Seeing as if Joseph Diaz wins his next fight, that should be the direction that Gervonta Tank Davis goes in. Maybe looks to fight Tevin Farmer. There's a history there, okay? That should be the direction that Gervonta Tank Davis goes in, because he essentially holds all the cards. Everybody would love to fight Gervonta Tank Davis. So he should, wait it out and see how the Joseph Diaz fight plays out, in my opinion. That's what I would do. And then go ahead and fight Joseph Jojo Diaz. He has a fight with Rakhimov. That is February 13th, Joseph Jojo Diaz. He holds the IBF title. That would be a unification bout. Joseph Diaz is 31-1 with 15 knockouts. Stands at 5'6", 64-inch arm reach. Gervonta Tank Davis has a longer arm reach. He's 28 years old. He's young. That's the direction Gervonta Tank Davis should go in. Unification bout. Right? There's talk that he could face former world champion Abner Mares. That's going to do nothing for his career and his credibility. It's best for him to fight Joseph Jojo Diaz. Unification bout. You pick up the IBF strap and the WBA strap. And then we know undefeated former WBO featherweight world champion superstar boxer Shakur Stevenson. He's looking to fight Jamel Herring, Carl Frampton winner for the WBO belt. And then he's looking to fight Oscar Valdez versus Miguel Bichette winner for that WBC belt and unification bout. Well, guess what? That sets up a massive undisputed showdown between Gervonta Tank Davis and Shakur Stevenson. If Gervonta Tank Davis fights Joseph Jojo Diaz and beats him, picks up the IBF strap, has the WBA strap, Shakur Stevenson I'm going to favor him to beat Carl Frampton, Jamel Herring winner, and I'm favoring him to beat Oscar Valdez, Miguel Bichette winner. He will have the WBC and the WBO titles, and it's a massive undisputed showdown at 130. Massive. So your two fights, you can fight Joseph Diaz, and then pick up another fight somewhere along the line in 2021, and then wait for Shakur Stevenson, see how that plays out, and it's undisputed, a massive showdown, pay-per-view showdown, huge at 130. So now Ryan Garcia has done another bow face. He's a faced on Gervonta Tank Davis, Devin Haney, and now Manny Pacquiao. And more than likely, he's going to fight Jorge Linares. And now Manny Pacquiao's left looking lost after he lost his belt and lost both the fights, Conor McGregor and Ryan Garcia. So let's see how this unfolds and plays out. But that's all I got for y'all. Drop a comment in the comment section. Make sure y'all hit that like button. Y'all already know what it is. It's your boy Blue, Blue Blood Sports TV. Hate, like, comment, and subscribe. You haven't subscribed? Hit the subscribe button. Hit the like button. Hit the bell icon to get all the new notifications. Follow me on Instagram at Blue Blood Sports TV, all one word. Y'all already know what it is. Shout out to the entire LDBC. Shout out to New Media. Shout out to Black Media Raw. Make sure you like and share the videos. That's all I got for y'all. Peace.